We will react to this. I'll put this up just a tiny bit. So here's the thing. I've only seen this, and then I saw like a separate angle where I mean it was the same thing. It was just from a better angle, and I don't even know where that better angle one is. I don't know what led up to it. I guess John was pissed off at somebody. He was acting a little bit rowdy and stuff like that. And then I guess a chick pushed him. A chick pushed him or something like that. Let's just go ahead and watch.
God damn! Step the fuck back, bro. I promise you I'm gonna crack your shit. Stop fighting, bro. This shit is dead.
I don't know why you're laughing.
This shit is dead. Hey, chill the fuck out, man. Stop.
Yeah, you see, I didn't like that when that happened, right? I'm not some like professional bodyguard guy or anything like that, right? Being a bodyguard is not about fighting. Like I'm not a bodyguard guy. That's not my thing. Being a bodyguard is about being intimidating and being willing to get shot or stabbed. That's literally all it is, you know? In fact, like I tried to get bouncer jobs just because I figured I was overly qualified, if anything. I couldn't get them. And the reason why is because, truth be told, in most bodyguard and or bouncer situations, they're not looking for a guy who can actually like put a threat down, if you will. They're looking for a guy who they're buddy with. You know, like one of the things that Sam talks about is life is like high school. You know, the most likable person is gonna get whatever they want. That's kind of how the bodyguard or really the bouncer world is, because this guy, he's not a legit bodyguard, right? He's just a big black dude. Ice or somebody else was like, oh, he's big, black, and scary, so let's have him come on down, right? The bouncer world is really just like high school locker room type shit, you know? And that's why I couldn't get a job as a bouncer, is because I'm not the type of guy who's gonna show up and like be buddy with other bouncers. I'm not gonna like show up and start drinking at a place and then work my way into that ecosystem and shit like that. That's not my thing. You know, I'm not a barfly. Bouncers are just, they're usually just punk bitches is really what it is. They're dudes that they usually have some sort of inadequacy about them. They're angry about something. They feel like they want to hurt people, but they don't have a justification for it. And because of that, they go to the bar and, you know, they drink. And again, they work their way into the ecosystem. And then eventually they end up getting paid for being like dickheads. Basically, they get paid to be dickheads is what they do. I've met so many bouncers that you can just tell they enjoyed their job a little bit too much, you know. I'm not someone who personally enjoys violence, right? It's one thing, doing a sport, right? You know, kickboxing, boxing, MMA, that's sport. But the idea of like a bar fight, that's not my thing, man. I'm not into that, right? And this guy right here, right? The point that I'm trying to make is this dude clearly has issues, all right? I think somebody said something with like zero, they had like zero proof or zero reason to say this, but it does make a lot of sense. I think he probably was simping for this chick, because this chick right here, I forget what her name is. It might be Xena. I could be wrong. She was the one who was kind of getting in John's face, you know? Or maybe John was trying to get in someone's face and she stepped in the way. She ended up putting hands on him. And the way this dude walked over and ended up basically grabbing him by the throat, pushing him down, and then doing what he did. Like, he was trying to put on a show. For one thing, it was because he wanted to show that he's the baddest motherfucker. He the jivest turkey in here. You know, he don't fuck with me. I'm the baddest. You know, that's what he was trying to say. And then also he's trying to impress and probably fuck this bitch right here, you know. So that really pissed me off. A lot of bouncers, you know, especially and bodyguards that are like hip hop tier bodyguards, you know. Dudes, they're just thugs. They're just goons from the street. That's really what it is. They just want the ability to pay people to get hurt. pay people to get hurt. They want the ability to be paid to hurt people. Like I said, I can't talk today for some reason. I don't know why. That really pissed me off. You know, this guy's a punk bitch picking on people who he's smaller than, and he's getting paid to do it, and he probably thinks he's hot shit. I would love for him to come up to New England. I would absolutely tear him a new asshole, and then I would. Nah, you know what? Fuck it. I was about to say some for comedy. I was about to say some sus shit. All right, for comedy though, guys, it was a bit. It was a bit, guys. It was a bit, is what it was. I just don't like bullies, you know. And a lot of bouncers are just paid bullies, and this guy's a paid bully, you know. He tries to turn around and he tells these guys to like cool it, and it's like, yeah, gee, thanks, man. Thanks for the performative. Hey, you stop it too. Fucking, what an absolute fool, you know. Oh, Greg, what's going on, man? How you doing? How you doing, dude? Yeah, like some people were happy to see John get bowled over like that. Me, not personally, right? Because for one thing, I like John. I understand why some people don't like John. John can sometimes do and say things that are not okay, but you know, overall, like, again, this kind of guy is not the type of dude you want to see humble someone like John. I could understand, like, if Jimmy beat the hell out of John, people being like, yeah, because Jimmy's not a bully. Because Jimmy, yeah, he has his moments, he freaks out, and he does, like, shit that he's not really supposed to do. But he's not someone who revels in the idea of hurting people and dominating them and getting in their face in like a borderline sensual way, because like, yo, I'll be honest with you, bro. Like, let me see this. Let me see this, right?
God damn! Step the fuck back, bro. I promise you I will crack your shit.
Like, getting that far away from someone, the only time I've ever done that with somebody is a girl. All right, and it's usually to whisper sweet nothings or go in for a kiss. It's not another guy to try and intimidate him. That's this dude's probably bricked up right now. He probably has some kind of sexual thing with dominating men. I don't know, man, but like, it's very clear that this dude just wanted to dominate somebody, and John just happened to be the guy. It would have been any of these guys. It would have been the Koreans. It would have been anybody else. It didn't matter, you know? So that's kind of the point that I'm making, is like, okay, yeah, John can be an asshole sometimes. He's done some pretty fucked up things to people that I'm even friends with, right? I consider John to be a friend, but I understand when the friends of mine that have beefed with him are like, yeah, I don't like him. I stay out of that, you know? If anything, I try to keep people from, like, having it be too crazy. But, like, seeing John humbled, not by this guy, not by fucking this guy, you know, someone like Rampage, right? If Rampage was the one who was like, no, fuck you a bitch, it'd be funny. It'd be like, oh man, John, fucking of all people, Rampage Jackson. But that's because Rampage Jackson isn't the type of dude who's going around doing that type of shit to people, you know, and he actually knows how to fight. But again, this dude, this fucking nobody pussy, who ICE probably hired for like no money practically, you know. Nah, I just don't like that, man. You know, I just don't like that.